up above your head. Engage all three bandhas. Visualize yourself as a palm tree and internally chant the new japa Shivoham. Visualize it rotating around your throat.
Mahamudra Kono Tadasana Vibhedakan.
Next up is Uttanasana. From a standing position, lean forward and down, bringing your hands flat to the ground. Try to go as close to the ground as possible as you engage all three bandhas and bring your forehead towards the knees. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Perform Mahamudra Bandha.
Mahamudra Kono Tadasana Vibhedakan.
The next asana is Tadakshvasana. Now keep your hands flat on the ground, shoulder width apart. Step your feet back, keeping the toes on the ground into a plank position as you tuck your chin to the chest and engage the perineal region as you start rotating your head from side to side. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you do so.
Gajasanavastitva mastakam varam varam dakshina kukshim savya kukshim najete tarakshvasanam bhavati.
Next up is Bhujangasana. Now lower your entire body down onto your stomach as you keep your toes pointing backwards. Keep your hands next to the chest and raise your head up using the strength of your lower back. Open your mouth wide. Inhale through the hollow of your throat as you visualize yourself as a cobra.
Angushtanabhiparyantam adho bhumo vininyaset.
Next up is Shashasana. Now push your body up into the plank position and alternate bringing one knee in towards your chest, back and forth. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, breathe calmly through your nose. Forward and visualize yourself as a tree.
Vamorumula deshe cha yamyam padam nidhajato.
Next up is Garudasana. Now stand tall and place one foot at the opposite hip. Bring your palms together in front of your heart center. Keep the standing leg straight as a rod. Focus on the Drishti point. Pick one point externally to focus for your balance as you visualize yourself as Lord Garuda.
Garudasana bhakshe yena dhyanam siram bhavet.
Now repeat Vrikshasana, the tree posture, on the other side.
वामोर्मूलदेशे च याम्यं पादं निधायतु.
Bring the raised leg to the opposite hip as you visualize yourself as Lord Garuda. Hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart center, repeating Garudasana on the other side.
गरुडासनमावक्षे येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवेत्.
The next asana is Trikonasana. Now stand and step one leg forward and the other one far back, with the front toes pointing forward and the back toes facing sideways. Now keep your arms parallel to the ground and lean forward and down. As you raise the other hand up towards the sky, gaze upwards. Visualize yourself as a triangle. Perform the Mula Bandha in Trikonasana.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Now exchange the position of your feet. Lean forward and down as you repeat Trikonasana on the other side.
नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Next up is the Nikutaka Karana. Standing in Arimandi, heels together, toes pointing outwards and the knees bent. Raise one heel off the ground and place your hands in front of the heart center with the palms facing each other. Now stomp the raised heel to the ground, lift the other heel up and exchange the position of your hands again and again. The next asana is Angushtasana. Now lower your body down onto the tips of the toes as you place your perineum onto the back of the raised heels. Keep your knees off the ground, bring them together as you place your hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart center. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Start buzzing like a bee on the inhalation and exhalation in Brahmari Kumbhaka. As you perform the Mula Bandha and internally chant the new japa Sadashivoham.
कबन्धासनमित्याहुः गोरक्षासनमेव च.
Next up is Saudasana. From the tips of the toes, extend one leg straight forward with the heel down, toes pointing up. Keep the fingers down on the ground by the sides with the palms facing forward in Vara Mudra as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
प्रसार्यैकं पादतलं संस्थाप्य त्वेकपादकम्.
Now, from Saudasana, lean forward and down, holding the big toe of the front foot in Prana Mudra with index and middle finger. Hold the back heel with the other hand as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha in Vidunanasana.
गुल्फस्थितो पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादाग्रं संस्पृश्य तत्करेण.
Now, exchange the position of your feet, stretch the other leg forward, keep your hands to the ground, palms forward, as you repeat Saudasana on the other side.
प्रसार्यैकं पादतलं संस्थाप्य त्वेकपादकम्.
Now lean forward and down, hold onto the big toe of the front foot and the back heel. Repeat Vidhunanasana on the other side.
गुल्फस्थितो पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादाग्रं संस्पृश्य तत्करेण.
Next up is Brahma Jalankushasana. Now keep the toes on the ground, place your perineum on top of the heels. As you raise your knees off the ground, keep a gap between your legs and place the back of your hands resting on the knees. Now contract the perineal region, tuck your chin to the chest, and gaze in between the gap of the palms in Shambhavi Mudra. Open your eyes wide, gaze, unblinking, actually gazing within as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space and internally chant Sada Shivoham.
दो फणा पानी होए वैसे एड़ी दो गुदानी वैसे.
Next up is Kapilasana. Now place your knees onto the ground with the toes tucked behind. Sit your perineum down on the heels as you rest your hands on top of your thighs. Hold your stomach in and up, gaze towards your nose as you visualize yourself as Sage Kapila Muni. and perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha, stomach lock and root lock.
उभय पगदली समटरावे तिनकी माहिली कोर मिलावे.
Next up is Bhadra Gurukasana. Now maintain the same posture, but shift your gaze to the third eye, your visualization to Swamiji, and the Bandha to the Mula Bandha in Bhadra Gurukasana.
दो वो पगदली संपुट करे कोरवारली भूपरि धरे.
Next up is Suryasana. Now sit with your toes tucked, your perineum placed on top of the raised heels as you raise your knees off the ground. Bring your thumbs and little fingers together in Padma Mudra as you open up the palms resembling a lotus flower. Now raise your arms straight up above your head, gazing through the hole between the palms as you visualize Lord Surya in your inner space and perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
एड़ी दो बुदातरी आने फना पानी बैठक पुनिठाने.
Next up is Mandukasana. Now sit with your toes flat, the perineum on the heels, as you keep your hands on top of the knees. Lift your tongue up against the roof of the mouth in Manduki Mudra, as you visualize yourself as a frog, catching the nectar of immortality, dripping from the Sahasrara chakra with your frog tongue. Gaze towards your third eye, breathe calmly through your nose in Sahaja Kumbhaka, as you perform the Mula Bandha in Mandukasana.
पादतलौ पृष्ठदेशे अंगुष्ठे द्वे च संस्पृशेत्.
Next up is Uttana Mandukasana. From Mandukasana, bring your hands behind your back and hold onto the opposite shoulders with your hands as you keep your elbows touching your head. Visualize yourself as a frog, gaze to your third eye, and perform the Manduki Mudra with your tongue as you engage Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
मंडुकासन मध्यस्थं कूर्पराभ्यां धृतं शिरः.
Next up is Simhasana. Now cross your ankles and sit on your feet as you keep your knees wide, fingers spread on top of the knees. Open your mouth wide, stick out your tongue and exhale forcefully as you visualize yourself as a lion. Gaze at the tip of your nose and perform the Mula Bandha in Simhasana.
दक्षिणं सव्यगुल्फेन दक्षिणेन तथेतरम्.
The next asana is Bhadrasana. As you sit with your heels under the perineum, with the knees opened wide, cross your hands behind your back and hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers. Now apply the Jalandhara Bandha and the Mula Bandha as you gaze to the tip of the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and return to buzzing like a bee on the inhalation and exhalation in Brahmari Kumbhaka.
गुल्फौ च वृषणस्याधो व्युत्क्रमेण समाहितः.
Next up is Kakabusandi Asana. Now squat and keep the feet flat on the ground with your knees opened wide as you bring your arms in and around the raised knees and interlace your fingers behind your back in Parusha Mudra. Gaze to the tip of your nose as you visualize yourself as a crow and perform the Mula Bandha.
प्रथमे वेसक उकटठाने दो वो हाथ पगमी च आने.
The next asana is Kanipavasana. Now place your palms on the floor, shoulder width apart. As you bring your knees onto the back of your arms towards your armpits. Lean your chin forward and down as you lift your feet off the ground and balance on your arms, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
आसन को गुण आशी दुषिता होई तो आची होई.
Next up is Kapalayasana, the first inverted posture of the sequence. If you have any neck or upper back injuries, please take it slow when performing any inverted postures. If you need support in this asana, you can use a wall, or if you have a partner by your side, they can aid you. Now place your hands onto the ground, shoulder width apart. Now, and bring the top of your head onto the ground, forming a triangle between your hands and your head. Bring your knees onto your elbows, your hips over the shoulders, and then straighten your legs up. As you gaze to the tip of your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space, engaging the Mula Bandha.
शीश शीशा धरती टेकी पग दो भूमि लिबा ऊंचा कुकरे.
Next up is Parshvamayurasana. As you squat on the toes with the legs together, twist your body and place both hands to the side. As you align your elbows with the knee and the hip, lean onto your arms and balance, extending the legs to the side. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as a peacock and exhale deeply, and then hold your breath as you perform Rechaka Kumbhaka.
मयूरं दंडवत् कुर्यां मायूरं दंडनामकम्.
Now twist your body to the other side and repeat Parshvamayurasana in the other direction.
मयूरं दंडवत् कुर्यां मायूरं दंडनामकम्.
Next up is Bhairaganathasana. Now place both hands on the ground, shoulder width apart. Stretch your legs straight back into Talakshvasana as you step one foot outside of the respective shoulder and bring the foot between the hands. Gaze to your third eye as you visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava and perform the Mula Bandha as you do so.
आसन को गुण पीति जाई.
Now, bring the front foot back. Extend the other foot forward. Bring it outside the shoulder in between the hands. As you gaze to your third eye, visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava, repeating Bhairaganathasana on the other side.
आसन को गुण पीति जाई.
The next asana is Unmukha Pitasana. From Tadakshvasana, place your forearms on the ground and walk your feet forward, raising your hips. Lift your chest and your head up and gaze to your third eye as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
भून्यस्तौ जानुनी हस्तौ चतुष्पदम वाङ्मुखम्.
The next asana is Vashishthasana. From Tadakshvasana, rotate your body onto one hand and raise the opposite hand up. Keep the balancing hand directly beneath the shoulder as you raise your hips and gaze towards the sky. Visualize yourself as Sage Vashishta as you perform the Mula Bandha.
ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटवासिष्ठ मरीचिहल मत्स्यकम्.
Now twist your body in the other direction. Lift the other arm up. Repeat Vashishthasana on the other side.
ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटवासिष्ठ मरीचिहल मत्स्यकम्.
Now come to a seated position with your legs extended forward, toes down, toes up, heels down to the ground. As you place your hands underneath the buttocks with the palms facing up. Keep your spine straight, your elbows close to your body. As you tuck your chin to the chest, contract the perineal region, gaze to your nose, visualize yourself as Lord Hanuman, and internally chant the new japa Maha Sada Shivoham.
दो करकी उभय हथेली कोरवारली मैले भेली.
The next asana is Paschimottanasana. If you are a pregnant woman, please don't perform any of the forward bends. Now, with your legs stretched out, bend from the waist and hold the big toes with index and middle fingers in Prana Mudra. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you bring your chest to the thighs, head to the knees, and engage all three bandhas.
जानो बलिललाटन्तो पश्चिमं तानमुच्यते.
Next up is Ugrasana. With your legs straight, clasp your hands behind your head in Padusha Mudra, and then bring your head and chest forward and down towards the knees by the strength of your core. Engage all three bandhas intensely. Press your body forward. Push your body forward.
The next asana is Ugrasana. Maintaining the same posture of Paschimottanasana, clasp your hands behind the head in the Parashamudra. Lean your chest forward and down, bringing the head to the knees. Engage all the three bandhas. Performing the Rechaka Kumbhaka, visualize Kali in your inner space. स्वपाणिभ्यां दृढं धृत्वा जानो परिशिरोऽन्यसेत् आसनो अग्रमिदं प्रोक्तं भवेदनिलदीपनम्.
The next asana is Marichi Asana. Now sit with your legs extended. Bring one heel to the groin with the knee raised. As you reach one arm in and around the raised knee, clasp your hands behind your back and lean forward. Bring your head to the knee as you visualize yourself as Sage Marichi.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Next up is Mahamudrasana. From Marichi Asana, drop the knee to the ground at the side. Keep the heel at the perineum as you lean forward and down, holding on to the front foot with both hands. Gaze to the tip of your nose. As you exhale fully in Rechaka Kumbhaka, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and engage all three bandhas, Mahamudra Bandha, in Mahamudrasana.
महामुद्रां प्रवक्ष्यामि तन्त्रेऽस्मिन् मम वल्लभे.
Now exchange the position of your feet. Stretch your legs out and then bring the other heel towards the groin with the knee raised. As you repeat Marichi Asana on the other side.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Now drop the knee to the ground, lean forward and down. Engage all three bandhas as you repeat Mahamudrasana on the other side.
महामुद्रां प्रवक्ष्यामि तन्त्रेऽस्मिन् मम वल्लभे.
The next asana is Badarasana 2. Sit and bring the soles of the feet together in front of your body with the heels close to your perineum. Keep your knees opened wide. Hold your feet firmly with both hands as you maintain a straight spine. Gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
गुल्फौ दवृषणस्याधः सीवन्त्याः पार्श्वयोः क्षिपेत्.
The next asana is Gvalipavasana. From Badrasana, extend your feet away from the body. Keep your toes together, heels apart, and open your knees. Place your hands on the respective knees as you tuck your chin to the chest. Gaze towards your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space, engaging Udyana Bandha and Mula Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha.
पूरब चरबट चौक कक्षियो सोजी वाही विधि जोगी चे सोजी.
The next asana is Joni Asana. Now sit and keep the soles of the feet together, heels close to the perineum, as you visualize the Yoni Mandala, which is projected on the screen. Now hold the soles of your feet, lean forward and down, and bring your forehead to the feet as you gaze to the nose and perform the Mula Bandha.
दोवु भगदली संबड़ करे एड़ी मेड़ के ढींग धरे.
Next up is Milaki Pavasana. As you sit and keep the heels together, toes apart, with the knees wide, lean forward and down as you extend your hands out to the side. Place your palms on the ground, bring your forehead to the ground behind your heels, and gaze to the nose as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
पूरव विधि परिभगदली संपूर्ण शोल एड़ी मिली राशे.
Next up is Siddhasamadhi Asana. As you sit and keep the toes together, heels apart, bring your arms below the shins, extend them out, and keep your palms facing up. Bring your forehead to the ground above the feet. As you bring your toes to the throat, if you can, gaze towards the nose as you visualize Lord Surya in your inner space.
दोवु भगदली संबड़ करे शोले मेढ़ आगामी धरे.
Next up is Chinaki Pavasana. As you sit and keep the heels together, toes apart, hold the feet and open them up, bringing the soles towards the sky. Keep the back of your hands onto the ground as you press your elbows down onto your thighs, pushing the knees down. As you gaze to the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
दोवु भगागी एड़ी धरती मगिवा मेढ़ लगावे.
Next up is Chadapata Chukasana. As you sit and bring the soles of the feet together, heels at the perineum, place your hands on the knees and gently press them down. Pull your stomach in and up, gaze to your third eye. Contract the perineal region as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
दोवु भगदली संबड़ धारे आगा ने कर दारे पसारे.
Next up is Bhairavasana. Now sit and bring the soles of the feet together with your knees opened wide. Lift your heels off the ground and bring the toes down. As you keep your knees on the ground, pull your stomach in and up, contract the perineal region, and place your hands on the knees and Bindu Mudra. Gaze to your third eye as you visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava.
गुल्भौ संपीड्य जान्योन्यं व्युत्क्रमेणोत्थितं शनैः.
Next up is Samanasana. Now sit with one heel at the perineum, lift and hold the other foot, pulling the sole of the foot towards your chest. Gaze to the third eye as you perform the Mula Bandha and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
समानासनमावक्ष्ये सिद्धमन्त्रादि साधनात्.
The next asana is Apanasana. As you sit and place one leg on top of the respective shoulder, raise the other foot upwards and straight. Keep your hands on the ground to the sides as you gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोप्य यत्ततः.
Next, we will repeat Samanasana on the other side. Keep the other foot against the perineum while you lift the opposite foot towards your chest.
समानासनमावक्ष्ये सिद्धमन्त्रादि साधनात्.
Now repeat Apanasana on the other side, raising the other foot over top of the shoulder with the opposite leg extended up straight.
केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोऽपि यत्नतः.
The next asana is Gomukhasana. Now sit and cross one leg over the other, aligning the knees with the feet at the opposite hips. Place both hands on top of the stacked knees as you gaze to the nose and visualize the face of a cow. Start breathing in Siddhkari Kumbhaka, placing your tongue against the palate of the mouth without touching the teeth as you hiss through your teeth while inhaling. Perform the Mula Bandha and internally chant the new japa Om Nityanandoham.
Savye Dakshinagulbham tu Prishtaparshve Niyojayet.
From Gomukhasana, hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers. Relax your shoulders, pull your stomach in and up. As you contract the perineal region, gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya in Anasuyasana.
दक्षिण गोडो नीचो ठाने बावों तागे ऊपर आने.
From Anasuyasana, interlace your fingers behind your back in Parashu Mudra and lean forward and down. Bring your chin over the knee and bring your nose to the ground if you can. Visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya in Anasuyasana too.
जीमणा गोदा की संधि उपरिड़ा बागोड़ा की संधि.
The next asana is Garudasana too. As you sit on the ground with one heel pressed against your perineum, keep the opposite foot flat on the ground in front with the knee to the chest. Keep your hands on top of the respective knees and gaze to your nose while visualizing yourself as Lord Garuda in Garudasana too.
दावो बगमोड़ी येड़ी माहिलो गुल्फमूल द्वारणी चैदे.
The next asana is Naradasana. As you sit and place your perineum on top of one heel, interlace your fingers behind your neck in Parashu Mudra and twist your elbows outside of the raised knee. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as Sage Narada as you perform the Mula Bandha.
तिष्ठि जो वाम पगदली गेरी भूपरिदा हिलगा वे फेरी.
Next up is Matsya Pitakasana. Now place one foot on top of the opposite thigh and wrap the respective arm around the knee, holding onto the opposite shin. Extend the other hand straight and hold onto the respective big toe in Prana Mudra. Gaze to the nose. Visualize Matsya, the fish avatar of Vishnu, in Matsya Pitakasana.
वामे नवामांगुष्ठन्तो गृहीतं मत्स्य पीठकम्.
Now stack your knees again, other knee on top. As you repeat Gomukhasana on the other side. And don't forget to breathe in Siddhkari Kumbhaka, hissing through your teeth with the tongue not touching the back of your teeth.
सव्ये दक्षिणगुल्फं तु पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजयेत्.
Now hold onto the big toes. Visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya as you repeat Anasuyasana on the other side.
दक्षिण गोडो नीचो ठाने बावों तागे ऊपर आने.
Now interlace your fingers behind your back and lean forward and down. Try to bring your nose to the ground in Anasuyasana too.
जीमणा गोदा की संधि उपरिड़ा बागोड़ा की संधि.
Now repeat Garudasana too by sitting on the ground with the other heel pressed against the perineum, opposite foot flat, knee raised to the chest, hands on the knees, visualizing yourself as Lord Garuda.
दावो बगमोड़ी येड़ी माहिलो गुल्फमूल द्वारणी चैदे.
Now raise your perineum up onto the heel as you interlace your fingers behind your neck and twist your elbows outside of the raised knee, visualizing yourself as Sage Narada in Naradasana on the other side.
इष्टि जो वाम पगदली गेरी भूपरिदा हिलगा वे फेरी.
Now repeat Matsya Pitakasana on the other side by raising one foot on top of the opposite thigh and holding onto the shin and the big toe of that foot as you visualize Matsya, the fish avatar of Vishnu.
वामे नवामांगुष्ठन्तो गृहीतं मत्स्य पीठकम्.
The next asana is Matsyendrasana. Now place one foot on top of the opposite thigh and place the opposite foot flat on the ground. Twist and bring one elbow outside of the raised knee as you Twist and bring the elbow outside of the raised knee as you keep the raised arm by the neck. Turn your head back and gaze to your third eye, visualizing Matsendranath, the great sage and master of Hatha Yoga.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्ततः.
The next asana is Kubhasana. From Matsendrasana, twist and bring the elbow outside of the raised knee and extend your hand down to the foot, holding the big toe in Prana Mudra if you can, otherwise you can hold onto your shin. Bring the other hand towards your ear. As you gaze up, twist back and visualize yourself as a camel.
आसन को गुण झोलो जाए.
From Kubhasana, drop the hand which was on your ear onto the ground behind you and twist your body even further while gazing to your third eye and visualizing Matsendranath in your inner space in Matsendrasana 2.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठरप्रतीतिं प्रचण्डरुक्मण्डलघण्टनास्त्रम्.
Now, free your legs and place the other foot on top of the opposite thigh. As you repeat Matsendrasana on the other side, twisting your elbow outside of the raised knee with the hand by the neck.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्ततः.
Now extend your front arm down to the foot. Keep the other hand by the ear as you gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as a camel in Kubhasana on the other side.
आसन को गुण झोलो जाए.
Now place the back hand to the ground behind you. Keep the front arm by the foot as you repeat Matsendrasana 2 on the other side.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठरप्रतीतिं प्रचण्डरुक्मण्डलघण्टनास्त्रम्.
Next up is Padmasana. Now sit and place your feet on top of the opposite thighs. Place your palms on the respective knees, engaging all the bandhas as you gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Lord Shiva. Start breathing in Sitali Kumbhaka by pressing your tongue against the back of your teeth and hissing through the teeth while inhaling and then gently exhaling through the nose. Engage all the bandhas Mahamudra Bandha as you internally chant Om Nityananda Mahasadaशिवोऽहम्.
आसनं द्विविधं प्रोक्तं पद्मं वज्रासनं तथा.
Next up is Padmasana 2. Now sit and place your feet on the opposite thighs. Cross your arms and hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Goddess Parvati, the consort of Shiva, as you keep breathing in Sitali Kumbhaka and perform the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानौ चरणौ कृत्वा ऊरु संशोभ्र यत्ततः.
Next up is Kukkutasana. As you sit and place your palms in between the thighs onto the ground, raise your body off the mat. Keep your arms straight. Visualize yourself as a rooster as you breathe calmly through your nose in Sahaja Kumbhaka and perform the Mula Bandha.
पद्मासनं सुसंस्थाप्य नान्वोरोरन्तरे करौ.
Next up is Bandha Kiki Asana. From Padmasana, rise up onto the knees and place your palms on the ground. With the fingers pointing towards your body, keep the elbows together, press them against your navel, and then lean forward, find balance, and extend your knees up off the ground. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
धरामवष्टभकरत्वेन तत्पूर्वपरिस्थापितानाभिपार्श्वः.
The next asana is Mayurasana. While on your knees, place your palms on the ground, fingers pointing backwards. Keep your elbows against the navel and lean forward. Find balance, extend your legs up off the ground as you visualize yourself as a peacock and perform the Mula Bandha.
अथ पक्षे महादेव मयूरासनमुत्तमम्.
Next up is Makarasana. Now lower your body flat onto the mat with the toes pointing outwards, hands interlocked behind your neck in Parashu Mudra. As you visualize yourself as a crocodile and perform the Mula Bandha.
अध्यासशेते हृदयं निधाय भूमौ च पादौ च प्रसार्यमाणौ.
Next up is Shalabhasana. As you lay down on your stomach and place your hands on the ground beside your chest, raise your legs up, lift your thighs off the ground as you visualize yourself as a locust.
अध्यासशेते करयुग्मवक्षौ भूमिमवष्टभ्य करयोस्तलाभ्याम्.
Next up is Ushtrasana. As you lay on your stomach, bring your hands to the feet and pull the feet down outside of your hips. Bring them as close to the ground as you can as you visualize yourself as a camel.
अध्यासशेते पदयुग्मव्यस्तं पृष्ठे निधाय विधृतं कराभ्याम्.
Next up is Dhandasana. From Ushtrasana, tighten your grip on the feet, kick your legs back and up as you simultaneously lift your chest off the ground, raise your head, and gaze towards your third eye, visualizing yourself as Lord Shiva's bow.
प्रसार्य पादौ भुजदण्डरूपौ करो च पृष्ठे धृतपादयुग्मम्.
Next up is Bhagasana. As you sit on your knees with the feet flat on the ground, toes touching behind, sit in between the heels. With your perineum on the floor, place your hands on the thighs, gaze to your third eye, visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you internally chant the new japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
उल्टा मोड़ी पाव दो वैसे बहुरो जुगति करे एक ऐसे.
Next up is Guhi Asana. From the knees, place your forearms on the ground, fingers interlocked with the elbows shoulder width apart. Place the crown of your head onto the ground, holding the back of your head with your hands. Now walk your toes forward until your hips align with the shoulders. Lift your feet up, keep the knees bent, and pull them close to your chest. Try to touch your chin with the knees. As you squeeze your body, gaze to the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space, and perform the Mula Bandha in Guhi Asana.
दो हाथ की कोहनी जोजी पुण्य कलाई जाने दोई.
From Guhi Asana, extend your legs up straight into Shirshasana. Gaze to the nose, visualize Swamiji, perform Mula Bandha.
विपरीतं मण्डलं च द्विधैव विदितं हिनः.
Now gently lower your body down to the mat and come to a seated posture. We are now going to enter a sequence of rapid exhalations in Bastrika Kumbhaka, where you contract your abdomen again and again, exhaling the air forcefully like the bellows of a blacksmith. Now sit with your hands extended behind your calves, stretch your legs up, bring your forehead to the knees, and come to a vertical position with your legs. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
दो हाथ पक बाहर आने घोड़ा तरे का कसी ठाने.
Next up is Padakasana. Maintain the breath in Bastrika Kumbhaka as you sit and extend your legs out and up at a 45-degree angle.
उत्तानं शयनं कृत्वा पादौ मिलित्वा प्रसार्य.
Next up is Naukasana. Now visualize yourself as a boat as you keep your legs extended up with the arms stretched out in front of you parallel to the ground. Gaze to your third eye as you perform the Mula Bandha. Keep breathing in Bastrika Kumbhaka.
उत्तान शयनं कूर्पराभ्यां भूमिमवष्टभ्य.
The next asana is Udrasana. As you sit and lift your feet up, scoop your hands under the heels and pull the feet towards your chest. Keep your spine straight. Gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Lord Rudra.
पगदलि संपूट करि हाथस्योपग ऊंचाई.
Breathe calmly as you lay down on your back with the feet flat on the ground, knees raised. Place your palms down on the ground with fingers just touching the back of your heels. As you lift your hips off the ground, contract the perineal region, engage the throat, tuck your chin to the chest. As you perform Mocha Kumbhaka, exhaling through Jalandhara Bandha as you keep it engaged while exhaling. Gaze at the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Unmukha Pitasana too.
ऊर्ध्वे च जानुनी कृत्वा शवित्वोर्ध्वमुखं तथा उत्थाप्य हस्तौ तिष्ठेत्तु पीठ उन्मुख नामके.
Now lower your body down flat on the mat. Extend your legs. Keep your arms flat by the side, palms facing up. As you completely unclutch from any micro movements of the body and mind. Perform the Shakti Chalan Mudra, forcefully pulling the Kundalini Shakti up along the spine from Muladhara to Brahmarandha. Visualize that your body is dead and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is liberating you. Internally chant the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
उत्तानं शववद्भूमौ शयनं तु शवासनं शवासनं श्रान्तिहरं चित्तविश्रान्तिकारकम्.
Now slowly return to your body. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles, your elbows and your knees. Pull your knees up towards your chest. Rock your body from side to side as you slowly return to a comfortable seated position. Congratulations, you completed the first 108 asanas of the sequence, which form the Pratama Vinyasa Krama. We're now going to continue with the next asana of the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama, which is Yathasana Ishthasana. Sit in a comfortable posture that brings ease to your physical and mental space. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Perform the Mula Bandha as you bring your hands on top of the knees in Bindu Mudra with index and thumbs together. As you perform the Samana Kumbhaka, filling your stomach with prana, meditating on a flame rising up your spine. As you internally chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, which is going to be the japa for the remainder of this sequence.
पर्यङ्कं तत्समाख्यातं जतसंस्थं यथा स्थितिः
Next up is Samasana. Now sit in a cross-legged position with your hands on the knees in Bindu Mudra and inhale deeply. Hold your breath. After you exhale, exhale deeply and inhale deeply again and again while visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
इदानीं गर्भिणीनां योगाभ्यासो यथा लघु.
Next up is Muktasana. Now place your left foot against the genital region and the right foot over top of the left. Keep your hands facing downwards on top of the knees as you gaze towards your nose, visualizing yourself as a sage liberated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
निबीड्य सीविनीं सूक्ष्मां दक्षिणेतरगुल्फतः.
Next up is Siddhasana. Now maintain the same position. Switch your gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
स्थानुसंयमितेन्द्रियो चलदृशा पश्यन् भ्रुवोरन्तरं चैतन्मोक्षकपातभेदजनकं सिद्धासनं प्रोच्यते.
Next up is Siddhyasana. Maintain the same position. Shift your gaze to the ground in front of you as you perform Mahamudra Bandha. All three bandhas engaged. Visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
वामपादके इडीजानो सीवनिमदितासु कोठानो.
Next up is Rudrasana 2. Now keep your legs in the same position. Rotate your hands on top of the knees back into Bindu Mudra as you switch your gaze to the third eye and visualize yourself as Lord Rudra, the fierce dimension of Shiva.
वामचरण परिदक्षिण राखे एकजुगति ऐसे विधि राखे.
Next up is Santadrunasana. Now maintain the same position. Switch your gaze to the nose and embody tranquility and an unshakable nature.
आसन की गुण मन की जन चलता मीटे.
Next up is Siddhasana 2. Maintain one heel on top of the other as you bring your hands to the navel in Samputta Mudra, cupping one palm over the other, resembling a lotus flower. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
ऋजुकाय समासीना सिद्धासनमुदीरितम्.
Next up is Bandha Yoni Asana. We're going to perform Shanmukhi Mudra. So if you have blood pressure related issues, keep it slow. This Shanmukhi Mudra might raise your blood pressure. Now set the sankalpa of manifesting through the womb of creation as you perform the Mula Bandha and exhale as we enter Shanmukhi Mudra. Place the little fingers beneath the bottom lip, the ring fingers above the upper lip, middle fingers closing your nostrils, index fingers over the eyes, the thumbs closing your ears.
यत्र मध्ये महादेव बन्धयोन्यासने शृणु.
Next up is Virasana. Now place one foot on the thigh and the other foot underneath the opposite thigh. Place your hands in Bindu Mudra on top of the respective knees as you embody this space and state of bravery.
एकं पादमतैकस्मिन् विन्यस्योरुणि संस्थितः.
The next asana is Varmikasana. As you keep your legs in the same position, hands on top of the knees in Bindu Mudra, gaze towards your third eye and visualize Valmiki, the great sage, poet, and author of Ramayana.
डाबा बगगी बगधली पुनियेड़ी है जोज.
Next up is Joni Mudrasana. With your legs in the same position, place your hands flat on the knees, gaze to the nose, and visualize the Yoni Mandala, representation of Devi Paramashiva Shakti.
वामपालगी बगदली जाहि माहिली कोरे.
Next up is Yoni Asana. Now switch your gaze to the third eye, maintain the same position, and keep visualizing the Yoni Mandala.
योन्यासनं पर्वतेन योगं योगफले नीलम्.
Next up is Padmalasana 3. As you sit and bring the soles of the feet together, with the heels at the perineum, hold the feet with both hands. Bring your knees down to the ground and gaze to your nose as you visualize Lord Veerabhadra in your inner space, performing Ujjana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
गुल्भौ च वृषणस्यादः सीवन्त्याः पार्श्वयोः क्षिपेत्.
Next up is Aghodasana. As you keep the soles of the feet together, heels at the perineum, press your tongue up against the palate of your mouth as you gaze to your third eye. Cover your mouth with the right hand, close the left nostril with the index finger and inhale through the right nostril. Then close both nostrils, hold your breath, and then exhale through the left nostril in Abhyantara Kumbhaka. Repeat this again and again on both sides, alternatingly, as you visualize yourself as an Agori.
पूर्व कहो विश्रिका जोई वाही विधि जोगी जे सोई.
The next asana is Kannadi Pavasana. Now bring your feet together in front of your body, with the toes together, heels apart. Place your elbows on the heels. Rest your chin on the palms. As you gaze to the nose, engage Ujjana Bandha and Mula Bandha. As you exhale fully in Rechaka Kumbhaka, hold your breath and visualize yourself as a female elephant drinking water.
वाली पावासन का क्यों है जैसे याहू में जाने विधि तैसे.
Next up is Padasana. As you sit with your knees raised, arms between the thighs and calves, interlace your fingers, lift your feet off the mat, gaze to the nose as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
ततो ध्वम्रेत येत पाजुं मृदु निश्वास संयुतम्.
The next asana is Gopi Chandasana. Now interlace your fingers around the feet with the soles of the feet together. Bring the two toes to the groove of your throat, with your heels touching your chest. Place your chin on the hands, gaze to the nose, as you embody the state and space of a king.
पूरव विधि पगा का अंगूठा कंठकू पराशे.
Next up is Uddarasana. As you sit with the soles of the feet together, insert your hands underneath the legs and hold the feet with interlocked fingers. Bring your feet up to your chest, the forehead, your head down with the chin on the soles. Gaze to the nose. Visualize your body free from any defects in Uddarasana.
दो बगदली संपुटटाने उभय हस्तकरी उरद हिताने.
The next asana is Vishishtasana. Now raise your feet even higher in front of your face as you interlock the fingers, the palms over your forehead. visualizing yourself excelling in everything.
दोवों पगदली जोड़ी संपुट करे
The next asana is Bhujasana. From a seated position, lift both legs over top of the respective shoulders. Bring your arms underneath your legs and up, while interlacing your fingers around the back of your neck. Visualize yourself as a cobra as you perform the Mula Bandha.
शिरासनं तु विज्ञेयं कक्षासनमतः परम्
Nityanandam, am I audible now? Can you please reconfirm in the chat or wave your hands? As we enter the next asana, Dhenukasana, the audio seems to be fixed now. From Sankatasana, slide the left heel to the left hip, bring the right knee on top of the left, place both hands on the right thigh, perform the Vaishnavi Mudra with open eyes, not focusing on any external objects, just focus on the object within. As you visualize a cow in your inner space, perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha and the Ujjayi Pranayama, making an ocean-like sound with your mouth while inhaling. Internally chant the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
अनुषाकी नगर पंचडं प्रशीलिंद कल्यम्नि
Next up is Machandrasana. Now place the right foot on the left thigh and the left foot on the right knee. Bring the left hand behind your back and hold onto the right thigh as you place the right hand on the left thigh. Twist your body and gaze to your third eye, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
वामजंगभृतचिनटाने वामहस्तपिष्ठीति आने.
Next up is Machandrasana 2. From Machandrasana, untwist and hold onto the respective big toes in Prana Mudra. As you lean your forehead down so it touches the ground, and your chest should touch your heels. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, perform the Mula Bandha.
प्रथमजी मनो चरण जजोजी वामजंगभृराखे सोई.
Now maintain your feet in the same position, interlace your fingers, place them on the top knee. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, engage Mahamudra Bandha, all three bandhas engaged. As you visualize Swamiji, your Guru, in Guru Asana.
पूर्वमूले इन्द्रपादस्य कनिष्ठिका प्रदेशगुल्फं संस्थाप्य.
Next up is Sankatasana on the other side. Now stack your knees again, this time having the right foot flat on the ground, sitting on the right heel with the left leg over top. Visualize yourself as a swan in Sankatasana on the other side.
वामपादं चितेर्मूलं सन्न्यस्य धरणीतले.
Slide the right heel outside of the hip. Place your hands on top of the left thigh as you visualize a cow in your inner space and engage Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha and Dhenukasana on the other side.
अनुषागी नगर पंचडं प्रशीलिन्दगल्यम्नीम्.
Now bring the left foot on the right thigh and the right foot on the left knee. Twist your body as you bring one hand behind your back, hands on the opposite thighs, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space and Machandrasana.
वामजंगभृतचिनटाने वामहस्तपिष्ठीति आने.
Untwist your body, hold onto the feet as you lean forward and down in Machandrasana 2.
प्रथमजी मनो चरण जजोई वामजंगभृराखे सोई.
Now, interlace your fingers, place them on the top knee, engage all three bandhas as you visualize Swamiji, your Guru, on this auspicious Guru Purnima in Guru Asana.
गुरुमूले इन्द्रपादस्य कनिष्ठिका प्रदेशगुल्फं संस्थाप्य.
Next up is Pashasana. As you sit with the feet flat on the ground, your knees pressed against your chest, hold on to the opposite knees with your hands. As you keep your thighs together, spine straight, tongue pressed against the roof of the mouth in Kechari Mudra. Gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
पादतले भूमो निधाय जानुनिवृति निधाय.
Next up is Bodha Shukasana. Maintain the same position, but hold onto your wrist. Gaze to the nose. Visualize being in the abode of bliss as you place your chin onto your knees.
दो भगदली भूपरिधरे कोरमाहिलिये सेकरे.
Next up is Kudakatasana. From the same position, bring your arms under the knees and hold onto the opposite elbows. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you gaze to the nose and perform the Mula Bandha.
दो हाथ पग बाहर जावे घोड़ा नीचे ले टहरावे.
Now maintain the same position. Cross your heels with the toes pointing up. Gaze to your nose and visualize the great sage and Maharishi Sumati in Sumati Asana.
मूलद्वारि धरती परिठाने डावा पग परिधसिबत आने.
Next up is Dandasana. Extend your feet out straight, your arms raised straight above the head with interlaced fingers, wrists pointing outwards. Engage all three bandhas, gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
इदानीं गर्भिणीनां योगाभ्यासो यथा लघो.
Next up is Arambhasana. Sit with your legs extended, hold the big toes with index and middle fingers as you lean forward and down. Bring your head to the knees as close as possible. Inhale through the left nostril and exhale through the right. Perform Nadi Shodhana without the support of your hands, controlling the prana flow just by your will. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
दो पग मिलेवा पसारी पका का अंगूठा पकड़ी लाट गोड़ा लगावे.
The next asana is Bhirukasana. As you sit with the legs extended, lift your knees slightly off the ground. Keep one hand distance between the heels. As you bring your shoulders down, wrap your hands in and around the legs and hold onto the soles of the feet from the outside. Gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
प्रथम बाई सीधो पाव पसारी कछुक ऊर्ध को कुरडो डारे.
The next asana is Jalandhari Pavasana. Extend both legs out with the heels together. Place your chin on the heels as you insert your hands below the legs, keeping your elbows together on the ground along with the fingers. Place your palms facing upwards. Gaze to the nose as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
दो वेड़ी में लिखे दीजिए हाथ पसारी.
Next up is Urdhva Paschimottanasana. As you sit with both legs extended, lift one foot behind your neck and lean forward and down as in Paschimottanasana. Hold onto the front foot. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, visualizing your prana flowing upwards along the spine, along various points in the body, which are the source of the feet, the regenerative organs, the navel, the heart, the throat, the uvula, the middle of the eyebrows, the forehead, and the Brahmarandra. Those are the points, the 9 points as revealed by Paramashivam himself. Contract the perineal region, force the prana upwards in Urdhva Paschimottanasana.
पश्चिमतानवत् संस्थितिं कृत्वा एकं पादं ग्रीवायां धृत्वा तिष्ठेत्.
Maintaining the foot behind your neck, lean backwards and straighten your spine. If you can't bring your leg behind your neck, you can pull it towards your chest. As you lay on your back, hold the foot with the opposite hand. Concentrate on the upward flowing prana as you gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as infinite, endless, or eternal, Ananta, in Anantasana.
उत्तानशयने एकैकं पाहि ग्रीवायां विन्यस्य.
From Anantasana, rest on the elbow of the hand holding the foot. Roll to the side and gaze to the nose, feel in complete control as you visualize the prana flowing up.
उत्तानशयित एकैकं पादं ग्रीवायां कुर्वन्.
Next up is Drushasana. As you lay on your back, bring the knees to your chest and circle your thighs and calves with your arms and roll to the left and right while visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
उत्तानशयनं जानुनि हृदयपष्टम्भ.
We request all the participants to please switch on your camera and be visible on camera as well. Make sure the room is properly lit and you're visible. This is a security measure, so please follow along as you repeat Urdhva Paschimottanasana on the other side. Now sit and extend both legs out, bring the other leg behind your neck or pull it close to your chest and then lean forward and down, holding on to the front foot.
पश्चिमतानवत् संस्थितिं कृत्वा एकं पादं ग्रीवायां धृत्वा तिष्ठेत्.
Now straighten your body, hold onto the foot with the other hand. Repeat Anantasana on the other side.
उत्तानशयने एकैकं पाहि ग्रीवायां विन्यस्य.
Now roll onto the elbow of the hand, holding onto the foot. Roll to the side and feel in complete control. Repeat Ankushasana on the other side.
उत्तानशयित एकैकं पादं ग्रीवायां कुर्वन्.
Next up is Yoga Nidasana. As you lay on your back, lift your legs one by one up behind your head. Hold your hands behind your back and gaze to the nose, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
पादाभ्यां वेष्टयेत् कण्ठं हस्ताभ्यां पृष्ठबन्धनम्.
Next up is Atma Ramasana. While laying on your back, raise your legs towards your head. Wrap your hands around the legs and interlace your fingers behind your neck. Gaze to your nose. Visualize Lord Vishnu blessing you from within as you perform the Mula Bandha.
Atma Rama Asana Pratama Sudhosove.
Next up is Kuchikasana. As you lay on your back with the knees to the chest, soles facing up, extend your arms sideways and gaze to your third eye, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
दो हाथ सीधा सा करे 300 उबे सिपा करे.
Next up is Jatara Parivritti. This asana consists of 3 steps. We're going to perform all 3 steps and then repeat them on the other side as well. Now, lie on your back, pull your knees to the chest and the arms extended out to the sides at shoulder level. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space, perform the Mula Bandha. As you perform the first step, which is placing one knee to the side onto the ground with a knee bend, the opposite leg extended down. Then bend both knees to the same side. And then extend both legs to the side, holding onto the feet and gazing in the opposite direction of the feet.
परिवृत्ते कुक्षे भागे त्रिदाहि परिकीर्तितः.
Now return to the neutral position, knees to the chest, hands extended out to the sides. Then place the other knee to the other side, opposite leg down. Bring both knees bent to the side. Extend both legs to the side, hold onto the foot, and gaze away from the feet.
परिवृत्ते कुक्षे भागे त्रिदाहि परिकीर्तितः.
Next up is the Dviparapitam. Now, lay on your back, bend your knees, and place your feet flat on the ground. Hold your ankles and lift your hips up, gazing to the nose. As you visualize yourself as sturdy as a bridge, perform Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha. As you breathe in Mocha Kumbhaka, with Jalandhara Bandha engaged while exhaling.
प्रतिक्रियायुतं द्वन्द्वपीठ सर्वबलप्रदम्.
The next asana is Paryankasana. As you lay on your back, with the feet flat on the mat, bring your arms over your head and place your hands flat on the mat as well. With the fingers pointing towards your feet, lift the entire body up off the ground. Visualizing yourself as sturdy as stone furniture, breathing calmly through your nose in Sahasrara Kumbhaka, performing the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानसेनं हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिमौष्टभ्याम्.
Next up is Shvatanasana. Lie down back onto your back. As you pull your knees to the chest, place your hands on the shoulders, move your hips in a circular motion, while visualizing yourself as a dog playfully rolling around on its back.
शवच्छरीरं संस्थाप्य जानुनी सम्मील्य नाभुवानीय.
Next up is the Viparita Karani. Lie supine and raise your hips and legs up straight as you place your elbows and hands extended on the mat below, helping you balance your body with the legs raised. If you have any neck injuries, take it slow with this asana. Now move your legs round and round as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space and form the Mocha Kumbhaka with Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha engaged.
करणी विपरीताख्या सर्वाधिव्याधिनाशिनी.
Now stop the movement of your legs, be straight as we will perform the Viparita Karani too.
भूतले सशिरो दत्त्वा खेनये चरणद्वयम्.
The next asana is Langalasana. Lay on your back, lift your hips and take your feet over your head with the toes on the floor. Stretch your hands on the ground behind your back, with the hands clasped in Parashumudra. Rest on your neck and shoulders while visualizing yourself as a plow.
नरकासने स्थित्वा नासिकाप्रदेशे भूमौ पादपृष्ठे स्थाप्य.
From Langalasana, bring your hands to the feet. Keep your arms and legs straight. Pull your thighs to your chest. in Sajita Paschimottanasana. This is one of the 84 different asanas revealed directly by Lord Paramashiva himself.
Tanam Shaitvat Kurvita Shaita Paschimottanakam.
Next up is Supta Konasana. From the same position, bring your hips above the shoulder level and open your legs wide. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha.
Parivritte Kuksha Bhage Tradahi Parikirtitaha.
The next asana is Chakrasana. As you bring your hands to the ankles of the feet, roll onto your back, keeping your legs and arms straight, while visualizing yourself as a wheel in Chakrasana.
Shabhasanastadvau Padau Kuryan Mastakatah Paro.
Next up is Supta Prasarita Padangushtasana. As you lie on your back with your legs vertical, hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra. Keep your arms and legs straight, and then open up your legs to the side. While visualizing Swamiji in your inner space, breathe calmly and make an ocean-like sound with your mouth in Ujjayi Pranayama as you engage the Mula Bandha.
Uttanabadam Graunchancha Marichim Veerabhadrakam.
Next up is Supta Padangushtasana. Still holding onto the big toes, join your feet together above your body with your arms and legs straight, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
Uttanabadam Graunchancha Marichim Veerabhadrakam.
Next up is Matsyasana. From Supta Padangushtasana, bring your legs into Padmasana and lay your body flat on the ground as you bring your arms over your head, holding on to the opposite elbows. Gaze to your nose, visualize Matsya, the fish avatar of Vishnu.
Mukta Padmasanam Krutva Uttanashenam Charet.
Next up is Parasharamasana. Maintaining the position, place the backside of the right hand onto the left palm. Gaze to your nose and visualize Lord Rama in your inner space.
Prathamakare Padmasana Ache Sudho Sove Bhuparipache.
The next asana is Sarvangasana. While laying on your back with your legs in Padmasana, lift your hips and legs up, supporting your hips with your hands, with the elbows on the floor. Tuck your chin to the chest, gaze to the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
Athava Kshetra Samkshepat Sarvangasanam Uttamam.
Next up is Vrishchikasana. As you lay on your back, one foot on the opposite thigh, lift the other knee towards your head and extend both arms up above your head. Hook your fingers forward, gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as a scorpion as you breathe in Mocha Kumbhaka with Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha engaged in Vrishchikasana.
Prathamashena Sudho Shishikeshi Sandhi Sudakhe.
Now exchange the position of your feet, place the other foot on top of the opposite thigh, pull the knee to the chest as you raise your arms up above your head with the fingers hooked forward, repeating Vrishchikasana on the other side.
Prathamashena Sudho Shishikeshi Sandhi Sudakhe.
The next asana is Vrishapada Kripasana. As you lie on your back, interlace your fingers around your neck and lift both feet off the ground, extending one leg straight, pulling the other knee to the chest. Alternate, pulling the knee to the chest, while visualizing Swamiji in your inner space, breathing calmly through your nose in Sahaja Kumbhaka.
Uttanashenam Krutva Angulibhikandram Badva.
The next asana is Maratanasana. As you lay on your back, lift your legs one by one, touching the ears with your knees. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, perform the Mula Bandha.
Chotanavat Samsthiti Krutva Chanudvayam Paryayena Karnayoho Samsprishet.
Next up is Vrikasana. As you lay on your back, place the soles of your feet on the ground and stand up. Then sit back down. Repeat this again and again, visualizing yourself as a wolf.
उत्तानशयनम् अथ उत्तानशयनं कृत्वा पादतलाभ्यां भूमिं धृत्वा.
Next up is Ludhasana. As you lay on your back, quickly throw your legs above your head and completely roll over. Repeat this again and again while visualizing sovereignty in your inner space, and at the end, finish in a prone position.
उत्तानशयनं पादौ शिर उल्लङ्घ्य भूमौ स्थापयित्वा.
As you lay flat on your belly, keep your hands on the ground by the shoulders. Contract your lips. Make the sound of a flute whistling while inhaling. As you visualize yourself as a chariot carrying warriors into a vertical dharma on the chariot bed in Sanatana.
निर्जशयनं कृत्वा नाभिं भूमौ निधाय.
Next up is Dehali Ulanganasana. Now place your palms on the mat in a plank position. Then jump your legs forward and back between the arms as you transcend body and mind.
हस्तद्वयं बद्ध्वा तन्मध्ये चरणद्वयम् उड्डानैव बहिरानीत्य.
Next up is Jatyasana. From a standing position, bend forward and place your hands on the mat. Walk back and forth while visualizing yourself as a wise 60-year-old elephant.
अथ जात्यासनं वक्ष्ये येन जातिस्मरो भवेत्.
Next up is the Lolitika Karana. Stand with the knees bent, feet pointing outwards, and bend your elbows. Keep your hands at the chest level. As you swiftly move your arms across the body and then bring them back to the center. Tilt your head back, open up your chest towards the sky as you move your head in all directions. Next up, Sarvasana. Now tie your feet with a rope if you have one available. And then stand erect like a rod with your arms at the side of your body, hands touching your thighs as you visualize your Kundalini Devi raising and curling upward around your body. Perform the Mula Bandha, pushing the Kundalini Shakti up along your spine, and breathe in Sahajra Kumbhaka, leading the prana along the spine.
अथ सर्पासनं वक्ष्ये वायुपानाय केवलम्.
Now untie your legs if you tie them as we enter Ushra Sadhanasana. While standing, place all fingers on the mat and then stand on your hands. Hold your toes from the front and begin to move, visualizing yourself as a camel.
मुष्टिकनिष्ठिका प्रदेशेन भूमौ निधाय.
Now maintain the same position, but hold your feet from the outside. Walk around on the mat, visualizing yourself as a horse in Ashvasana.
मुष्टिकनिष्ठिका प्रदेशेन भूमौ निधाय.
The next asana is Kapota Nitakasana. As you stand straight with the feet together, interlace your hands behind your back in Padusha Mudra. As you pull them down towards the calves, open up your chest and visualize yourself as a soaring bird diving at first, performing the Mula Bandha.
पादतले भूमौ निधाय पृष्ठभागेन हस्तौ जङ्घापर्यन्तं नीत्वा.
Next up is the Tala Pushpa Buddham Karana. As you stand tall with the palms together in Namaskara Mudra, gently bend your knees and keep the toes pointing outwards. Simultaneously open up the palms, raise one heel off the ground, and slightly lower your waist and shoulder off the respective heel. Visualize you're holding a bouquet of flowers and offering it to Paramashivam. The next asana is Khadgasana. while visualizing yourself as a rhinoceros. Gaze at the tip of the nose and perform the Mula Bandha as you lay down on your stomach and jump the feet up towards your hands on stand. Bring the palms together, forming the horn of the rhinoceros in Namaskara Mudra.
नुच सरतमासनं कृत्वा पादतलाभ्यां भूमिं वष्टभ्याम्.
Next up is the Uttanottanam. You can hold weights to intensify this asana. As you sit down all the way or as low as you can towards the ground, stand back up. Do this again and again, gazing at the nose and visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
पुनः पुनः उत्थातव्यम् असितव्यम् इति उत्थानोत्थानं भवति.
Next up is Musalasana. As you stand up straight, raise your arms over your head and jump repeatedly, visualizing yourself as a mace.
सरलं स्थित्वा ऊर्ध्वं बाहु नयेत्.
Next up is Uchir Shakasana. From a standing position, pull the sole of one foot towards your chest. With the other leg, sit down and stand back up and alternate this on both sides. Gaze to the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
एकैकं पादतलं कुक्षौ निधाय तिष्ठेत् उच्छीर्षकं भवति.
Next up is Parshvajanukarana. As you stand and keep one leg slightly bent with the toes pointing to the side, bend and lift the opposite knee towards your chest. Hold it with your arm, with a hand and a fist. And place the other hand on the opposite thigh, with the fingers pointing inwards. We move on to Tandavasana. You can hold weights to intensify this asana. As you visualize yourself fiercely dancing as Shiva, stand on one leg and extend the other leg forward, lowering your body to the mat and then standing straight.
एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति.
Next up is Brahmanasana. As you stand on one leg, place the other foot on the opposite thigh. Stand erect on the mat like a rod, with the hands by the sides, visualizing yourself being blessed by Lord Brahma.
ब्राह्मणासनम् आवक्ष्ये यत् कृत्वा ब्राह्मणो भवेत्.
Next up is Garudasana 3. Stand tall and wrap the left leg over and around the right knee. Simultaneously, cross the left arm below the right and bring your palms together in Namaskara Mudra. Visualize yourself as Lord Garuda as you perform the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानकूर्मपीठं च संहस्तारूढमेव च.
Next up is Ekapadasana. As you stand straight on the right leg, bring the left foot on the opposite thigh and relax your hands by the knees, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
दक्षाङ्घ्रिं वामपादस्य जङ्घोपरि निधाय च.
Next up is Dhruvasana, the pole star posture. Now stand on the right leg, hold the big toe of the left foot in Prana Mudra as you straighten the leg out of the side. Rotate your body quickly on the standing leg as you visualize yourself as the North Pole star.
एकेन हस्तेन दण्डरूपस्य एकस्य पादस्याग्रं धृत्वा.
Next up is Trivikramasana. Now stand on the right leg and lift the left foot behind your neck and stand tall. If you can't bring the left foot behind your neck, you can pull it towards your chest. Then perform the 3 steps of Vishnu as you alternate sitting and standing, visualizing Lord Vishnu in your inner space.
एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यम् उत्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति.
Now repeat Parshvajanukarana on the other side. Now repeat Tandavasana on the other side, visualizing yourself fiercely dancing as Shiva as you sit down and stand back up with one leg extended forward.
एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति.
Now repeat Brahmanasana on the other side as you place the other foot to the inner thigh and stand straight, visualizing yourself being blessed by Lord Brahma.
ब्राह्मणासनमावक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा ब्राह्मणो भवेत्.
Now repeat Garudasana 3 on the other side, intertwining your legs and hands as you perform Namaskara Mudra and visualize yourself as Lord Garuda.
उत्थानकूर्मपीठं च संहस्गारुडमेव च.
Now repeat Ekapadasana on the other side. With your foot on the opposite hip, hands relaxed by the sides.
दक्षिणाङ्घ्रिं वामपादस्य जङ्घोपरि निधाय च.
Next, repeat Dhruvasana on the other side. As you hold the big toe of the other foot, visualize yourself as a pole star and rotate quickly on the standing leg.
एकेन हस्तेन दण्डरूपस्य एकस्य पादस्याग्रं धृत्वा.
Now repeat Trivikramasana on the other side, with the other leg behind your neck or close to your chest. Sit down and stand back up while visualizing Lord Vishnu in your inner space.
एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यम् उत्थातव्यम्.
Next up is Samanaka Karana. Stand with your feet close together, the toes pointed slightly out. Keep both hands to the sides of the body. Relax after this intense sequence of asanas. Breathe calmly as we enter the final 100 asanas of this sequence. Starting with Gorak Anjali Asana. As you stand erect and then bend forward, bringing both hands underneath the knees, interlocking the fingers in Tadasha Mudra. Sit in a squatting position and let the finger lock touch your navel as you visualize the great sage Goraknath, founder of the Natha Yoga Hindu Sampradaya. Form the Jivachala Kumbhaka, forcefully moving the retained prana through your limbs and up and down within your system. Inhale deeply, hold the breath, and move the prana around in your body as you perform the Mula Bandha.
प्रथम हि उभौ होवे बाहुरी नीचो पुनि होवे.
Next up is Kanchi Asana. As you insert your hands between thighs and calves, then wrap them around behind your butt. Squat down and hold your hands behind. Keep your chest upright. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
ऊरुमध्यात् हस्तो निवेशय नितम्बं धृत्वा.
Next up is Bhairo Asana. As you bring the feet together and sit in a squatting posture with your heels touching the perineum, hold the hands and the back in Purusha Mudra. As you gaze to your navel, visualize Bhagavan Kala Bhairava, the Lord of Time, and perform the Mula Bandha in Bhairo Asana.
दो पग की थल्जा की माहिली को और मिलाई.
The next asana is Varahasana. Now squat all the way down to the ground. Keep your feet together, toes apart. Bring your elbows up close to your head as you join your palms behind your back with the fingers pointing down in Anjali Mudra. Gaze at the tip of your nose. Visualize a boar, which is one of the 10 incarnations of Mahavishnu, and perform the Mula Bandha.
पागदली की माहिली को और मिलाई भरा पानी उकड़वई से.
Next up is Plipitasana. With your heels touching, hold onto the big toes and bring your hips to the same level as your knees. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
पार्श्वद्वयं मील्य स्थित्वा नितम्बं जानप्रदेश आनीय.
Next up is